Hey everyone, thanks for all the love and support you've given me while I'm still dealing with the grief of my mother's death on October 4th. Still dealing with a lot of those health issues. Some of you may know I did get a full time job. I think around September 19th. Working 40 hours a week, 15 an hour. Was doing good. Don't want to get into the particulars of the job, but I was actually just fired today, and without reason. Um, Now I live in Florida, so it is a right to work state. They don't have to give you a reason, but it's a little fishy. Um, Manager asked me to count, 100 items of something for a customer, which is not an unusual request. I just did inventory 2 weeks ago, so I counted hundreds, if not thousands, of items. Um, and there's an event going on. He was wanting me to count this for an event tomorrow. I was dealing with customers left over from the other event and some customers that don't have to deal with the event, plus an event that was closing. So it was very busy and overwhelming. And the manager first asked me to count 30 items, went ahead and did it, not a problem. And then he grabbed a box of another items. He said, count 100 items. And I said, sure, I could do it in between customers, thinking it's a lot, but it's not. It's not like asinine. Because customers were walking in, and he said, uh, "Just you can go home." And I was like, one of those shocked, like, what the fuck, moments. I didn't have any emotion. I didn't say anything like, "Oh my god, 100." Like, I didn't complain or anything like it. I was just overwhelmed, and I'm already mentally overwhelmed. I mean, I'm still dealing with the grief of my mom. I found out about my mom died on a Tuesday or on a Monday night, and I went back to work Wednesday morning because I don't get any benefits from this job. No PTO, no sick time, no paid bereavement, just like some of the other jobs I worked at. So it kind of blindsided me. Now, granted, I've never had any firm talking tos. I've never had any write ups. I've never had, don't do this. I've no corrective actions and no paperwork. Nothing. I've always done what they've told me to do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've always gone above and beyond and volunteered to do other stuff to keep me busy because I know there's stuff that hasn't been done there. Um, in terms of either inventory claim, whatever, that hasn't been done in months, if not years. It was a mess. So, and I've always volunteered ideas to improve the business, helping with their social media marketing, which they don't do, um, and just better the company. That's how I am, is I like to go in and try to make things better than how I left them. Um, so I wasn't sure what was going on. The assistant manager was next to me. He didn't have any input. There was a bunch of customers around. I was just embarrassed. I mean, I'm a pretty strong guy, but like how he did it as loud as he did it, I was like embarrassed and shocked. Um, and he does have some anger issues because there has been times like I made a goofed up the register, and not saying it was short or over. It was just the register was good, but like the electronic bookkeeping side got messed up, and I don't have the authorization to do refunds to make it right at the time that it happened. Plus, both the managers weren't there when it happened to fix it. Plus, they're busy. Um, but I left a note. And like he went like shove stuff across the desk. And there's been other stuff where he's actually told me stories of his little temper tantrums and anger fits where he's thrown stuff at employees, and there's been times I've been present that he's screamed and yelling at employees or whatever, and I just try to keep to myself. um and if I do vent, it's like to another employee, like whatever. I don't expect it ever to get back to him, and if it does, oh well. But no, nothing out of the ordinary happened that day. We were good this morning. Came into work at 9 o'clock. This all happened at like 1 p.m. So I just got all my stuff and I left, and I was like, I was like, I don't even want to go back working there, much less. But he ended up calling me like an hour later to say I was terminated. I tried to get a reason, when to get a reason. He hasn't responded to any of my texts, and it's a small company. There's like 7 people work there. Try to get a hold. There's no HR department to mediate, so I try to get a hold of the owner, the owner standing firm, and this company. I swear it's like a religious or a cult. Like people have like the customers and everyone. they have like, I don't know, it's a strong belief system. Like it's almost like the military brotherhood kind of thing. Like no one can do no wrong. Kind of, it's a weird dynamic. I was just there for a job, honestly. I could really give a crap about anything else, but I didn't act like that. I always gave it 1,000% what I were. Even when I was grieving my mom's death, I still like try to look like nothing was wrong. Um, so as you know, with everything going on, it took me 5 months to get that job, and that job doesn't do background checks. So that's how I ended up getting it. So and then my gig work with VO, Pensacola didn't renew the contract, so the last day for them being there is November 1st, tomorrow. So can't do that gig. Literally with like Instacart or SmartShip, I'm literally wasting my time twiddling my thumbs in a parking lot for 4 hours to try to find a thing. So I don't know what to do. My GoFundMe link is somewhere in the bio. If anyone can help out, if you know of a place that just doesn't do a background check, near the Pensacola, Florida area, or any other gig work or something I can do, my eBay store, it helps, but not enough. I mean, like $300 a month. And I've literally been selling so much stuff. Like, over half of my stuff was at my mom's house that my sister got rid of. And I probably am down to half of the stuff that I brought back with me in Arizona. So, things getting rough quick. Oh, and then there was another continuance. So there's disposition in December. So I'm treading water here. If anyone has any help or prayers or suggestions, I'd greatly appreciate it.